Hi, so welcome everyone, and thanks Sangeeta for this opportunity. I love meeting new people, so this should be fun. So I can see there's about 26 of us here, which is great. And so I just want to get to know people a little bit better in like a few seconds. Okay, so so I've been told that you guys have been doing meditation with Sangeeta, and so today we're going to do something a little bit more pranic healing type. So how many of you have your parents are asking you to go somewhere and you're like वहाँ नहीं जाना है कभी ऐसा होता है does that ever happen to you like you don't know why those people are calling you and being like come beta whatever it is or come buddy whatever it is and you're just like okay. Have you ever wondered why that happens? Have you ever thought about it? No? Okay. And what about some other places? Suppose like, your parents say, or whatever, somebody says, okay, let's go here. Yeah. Even if you like, if you're like wearing your pajamas, you like get dressed, you'll be like, okay, cool, let's go. Why is that? Okay, so that's because all of us have energy, okay, and all of us have an energy body. So, what's the energy body? Like, this is a physical body, like you can see this body, but around this body, there is something called a energy body. Now, depending on what is inside the energy body, that is based on how people will react to us. Okay, so let's say, for example, this is an example, okay. So, suppose I have a lot of apples in my hand, okay, lots of apples. So, if I have a lot of apples in my hand, what can I give you? Apples? Suppose I have a lot of mangoes in my hand. What can I give you? Mangoes. Now, what if I have a lot of thorns in my hand? What can I give you then? Thorns. Right? So basically, sometimes when we respond to certain people or we respond to certain places, it's because of the energy of that place. Okay. So now you'll be like, okay, fine. Now what do I do about that? Right? I mean, like, okay, what I still have to go, right? Sometimes you have to go to the hospital to see somebody, or you have to go visit some relative, and you're like, don't want to go, right? Why is that? Because we don't feel protected in that particular place. We feel that if we go there, then we'll come back feeling, how sometimes you go to the market, sometimes even the mall, and you come back really tired. Does that ever happen to you? Like you're so exhausted, you're like, kuch kharida bhi nahi, itne thak gaye, etc., etc. That's because the energy is like that. There's a lot of what we call contamination. So the question is, how do we get rid of it? Okay, so one of the ways to get rid of it is a technique called Twin Hearts meditation. So I'm just going to talk about that. I don't think we have time to play the recording today, but what I'm going to give you is a small example, and then if you like it, then maybe next time Sangeeta can organize a slightly longer session because I need about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to actually do the whole meditation. Okay, so
Yes,
right
sir.
now
Ola room.
I'm just going to give you a preview. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are just going to talk about the meditation. So I'm sure you've done a lot of meditations. And so what is meditation anyway? Like, what for? What do we meditate for? Why? Why bother like 20 minutes, sitting there doing nothing? What for? So the beauty of meditation is that it is what we call a fertilizer. Okay. Now, fertilizer is going to fertilize whatever is there. Okay. Now, if we put in good energy, like I said, if I have thorns, I'm going to give you thorns. If I have apples, I'm going to give you apples. If I have roses, I'm going to give you roses, right? And if I have good energy in me, I'm going to give you good energy. So the idea is for all of us to have good energy so that when we go to places where people don't have such good energy, hopefully we can give them a little bit and make everybody's life better. Okay. But in order to give good energy, I first have to have it, right? I cannot give something I don't have. So how am I going to get this energy? So that's what meditation is supposed to help us achieve. But sometimes what happens is that the way we meditate, it's like, suppose I tell you, okay, sit quietly for 20 minutes and just don't do anything. And you're like, are you serious? Like the minute I close my eyes, I can like everything comes to my mind. It's like, ye bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai, ye bhi karna hai, kitne kya time waste kar rahe hain yahan pe, etc., etc. Why does that happen? Because we don't know how to get that energy, right? Suppose suppose I call you to my house and I say, okay, I'm going to, let's have dinner. And then I don't serve dinner and you're waiting. It's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And you're like, when is she going to give us dinner? Right? Why does that happen? Because we don't know what the meditation is about. So what we're going to try and discuss is, how to meditate. So one of the beauties of meditation is that you have to think about it and you have to open up your system. So it's like, how do we open up our system? It's like, so if I have joy inside of me, I can give you joy. right? So how do I get joy? By thinking of joy, okay, by thinking of a happy event. So you have something in your life that makes you happy, like maybe your dog, that works. How about puchka, jalmuri? Does that work? Does that make you happy? Chocolate cake, that makes me happy, very happy. Oh, so happy. I love pineapple cake. Yeah. So when I think of pineapple cake, I'm smiling from like here to here. My husband would be like, again, you want pineapple cake, Sheetal. So, it's like, but that makes me happy, right? So when I think of something that makes me happy, my smile comes, the real one, the one that's coming from my eyes, not coming just from here. It's like, not that one. I mean the real one, it comes from inside. Okay. Why does it come from inside? Because I'm happy. So what I'd like you to do is before we do the short meditation, I'd like you to just, think of a happy event. Just something that makes you happy. And smile from here to here, because otherwise I don't know whether you're happy or not. Okay. Okay. So now when we think of a happy event, our heart, it just suddenly opens up. Okay, so what I would like you to do is think of the happy event and feel the happiness, whatever it was, whatever it could be, like anything. It could be anything. Just think of it, close your eyes, think of a happy event and smile, like really smile. And for me, when I started this meditation, I didn't have anything to smile about. So my trainer, I remember, she said, "Kuch to hoga," and I was like, like that. But yeah, I thought of something. I thought of a pet that I had when I was 10 years old, and that made me happy. So think of a happy event, open your heart. Okay. So when we think of a happy event, the heart opens. Now, have you known people who like pray a lot and they meditate a lot, and they're very intellectual, they know a lot about meditation, they can tell you all kinds of things. But when you talk to them, you're like, okay, when can I get away from this person? Like, I want to go home, like whatever. Right? That happens, right? Why does that happen? Because what those people sometimes, and it's not their mistake, okay? So I'm not blaming anybody, I'm just describing certain people. The reason that happens is because they're trying to reach God without having reached love for the people around us, and that doesn't really work. Okay, so you have to have love for the people around you before you can access the energy of God, which is what meditation is supposed to help us to do. Now, sometimes the people around us we think are so nasty that we are like, yeah, whatever, right? That happens. So what do we do? So what we do at that time is instead of thinking of people, we think of other things that make us happy. So the idea is that we fill ourselves with happiness. Once we have some joy within us, it is easier to share with others. Okay. Now, why should we bother with all of this? Open the heart, open the crown, think of a happy event. Too complicated. Maybe. Why should we bother with this? Like, what is it going to do? Okay. So what it's going to do is that, have you heard of the law of karma? Yeah. What you sow, you reap. So going back to my fruit example, if I sow apple seeds, I will get apples. If I sow mango seeds, I will get mangoes. And if I sow cactus, I will get cactus, right? So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to sow some good seeds. Now the point is that if I don't have any good seeds, now what? Okay, suppose my life is so bad, so terrible, so irritated, blah, 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 blah. I don't have any good seeds. I don't feel happy right now. What do I do? I have to do something, right? I have to get these seeds from somewhere. So where are we going to get these seeds from? We are going to get good energy through our crown chakra from God, and we are going to do what with it? What do you do with seeds? You plant them in the ground, right? So they grow. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to bless the earth. Okay, so the earth, we're going to visualize the earth like a little ball in front of us. We're going to open our heart by thinking of a happy event. We're going to open our crown chakra by thinking of a happy event. We're going to allow divine energy to flow in, and we're going to bless the earth. When we bless the earth, we are using the law of karma. We are giving to the earth good energy. So what are we going to get back? Good energy. Okay, shall we try? Okay, so close your eyes. I'd like you to connect your tongue to the palate. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Connect your tongue to the palate. Now, let's think of some happy event and let's experience that happiness. Whatever makes you happy. Feel your heart opening up. Feel the happiness in your heart. Okay. Now let's think of another happy event. And let's be aware of our crown, which is on top of our head. Think of another happy event. Say nice things to your heart. Say nice things to your crown. Connect your tongue to the palate. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Now I want you to visualize that there is an earth in front of you, like a little ball, like, as big as a cricket ball. And you're going to raise your hands in what is called blessing position. So you're going to bless the earth. So what are we doing? We are taking energy from the crown. It is flowing through our heart and we are giving it to Mother Earth. So let us bless Mother Earth. Lord God, thank you for your blessings. Thank you for blessing Mother Earth with love. Wherever there is sadness, let me bring joy. Wherever there is hurt, let me bring forgiveness. Wherever there is injury, your pardon, Lord. Inhale. Feel the energy coming in. And as you exhale, share this with the earth. Inhale again and exhale. Remember, the earth gives us everything that we need: food, clothing, shelter, family. Everything comes from Mother Earth. So what we are doing is, by blessing Mother Earth, we are improving what we call our karmic balance sheet. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to gently chant Om. I want you to connect your tongue to your palate and just listen. Okay? Om. Now, in case you start having thoughts, just tell those thoughts, I'm just meditating for 15-20 minutes. Can you come back after 20 minutes? Don't fight with yourself. Don't scold yourself. It's okay. It's okay to have thoughts. So just say, listen, thought, I'm busy right now. Come back in 20 minutes. And tell that thought to come back in 20 minutes. Okay, let's go back to the meditation. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of your heart. Connect your tongue to the palate. Inhale. Om. 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 Now be still. Be aware of the joy in your heart. Be aware of the energy of God coming in from your crown, flowing through your body. We have just blessed Mother Earth. So now we can receive God's love, God's energy, flowing through our entire body, healing our life. Let's be quiet for 1 minute. Feel yourself on top. Feel a light on top of your head. This is a light that's going to guide us, which is going to give us ideas on what we can do, how to make our life better. Be aware of the light on top of your crown. I'm going to chant Om again 3 times. So when I chant Om, I want you to think of something. So when we want to describe something that is very, very powerful, the word we use is omnipotent, which means all powerful. That starts with Om. Suppose we want to say something that, someone that provides everything. So the word for that is omniprovident. What does that mean? Someone that provides for everything. So Om is basically a word to describe any god, not just a Hindu god. Okay, any god is Om because the god takes care of everything. Okay, so when I chant Om this time, I want you to be aware of the power of this supreme force, of the supreme love, and of this wonderful guidance that is going to come to us today. Keep your tongue connected to the palate. Om. Feel the energy vibrating. If you don't feel anything, it's okay. Just enjoy the show. Now, very gently come back to your body. Be aware of your body. Come back to your body right now. Okay, raise your hands in blessing position again. Visualize the planet Earth Let's share some of this energy that we have received from the Supreme God with the planet Earth. May the Earth be blessed with good earth, good air, good water. And as we bless the earth, let's also visualize that there are roots of light coming from our feet, going down into the earth, connecting us to Mother Earth. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly, connect yourself to Mother Earth. Okay, let us invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. We thank you for your priceless blessings, for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, divine love, mercy, inner healing, physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly. Thank you for your divine help and protection. We thank you. We thank you in full faith. We thank you. Okay, whenever you're ready, come back. Massage your face gently. Massage your scalp, your neck, your arms. Come back to your body. How are you? Can you type in the chat box? Otherwise it gets really noisy, you know. Don't want to come back, huh? So that was a really short meditation. Like I said, you know, total of, you know, the meditation itself was barely 1 minute, but the whole process of the meditation is that it's supposed to calm us down to a point where even if we can concentrate and let go for, like, you know, that 1 minute, that's better than like 20 minutes of trying to meditate, right? Actually, that's what I think. Okay, so that's how I meditate. And yeah, so we have a longer meditation. I mean, at this time we just did it in my voice, but we have it in our teacher's voice, which is obviously way more powerful. And so yeah, it's simple. But in case you want to practice by yourself, I'm just going to quickly go over the steps. So the steps are basically, we pray to whoever we pray to. It can be any god, any guru that you pray to. Then we think of a happy event, bless the earth. We think of another happy event, we think of the crown. We bless the earth. We close our eyes and we chant Om 3 times, 6 times, 9 times. So only chant till you feel it, you know. There's no point going like Om, Om, Om. There's no point in that, right? If you're not in it, then it's not in you. Right? Does that make sense? If you're not into it, then it's not in you. So try and get into it, you know, and yeah, and that's it, I suppose. I mean, just relax. And the idea of, like I said, blessing the earth is because the earth gives us everything. So we need to improve our karmic balance sheet, sow the right seeds for our life ahead. So we do that by planting seeds of energy. And we also connect ourselves to Mother Earth by doing what's called rooting. So we connect ourselves to Mother Earth. So from the top, we are connected to God. And from the bottom, which is from our feet, we are connected to the earth, right? So what that allows us to do is to be like a pipe. So through that pipe, good stuff can go. You know, good stuff can come from God. You know, we use it in our life and it goes away. And then good stuff can come from the earth and connect us to God. So that's it. Thank you so much. It's 7:30. So, oh, I think I can't find you, Sangeeta. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. It was really amazing. Sheetal, I must say, duo feel elated, very happy. So my partner is also there, but she is not well, so she's put a video off. Okay, Vinny. So yeah, but she's listening and she's personally chatting with me and she's saying it was really nice. She felt really happy, and because she has a sore throat, she can't speak. So
Oh,
whatever meditation we have been doing, trying to give them whatever we know. We keep telling them we also beginner. See, we are not the master. हमको कुछ आता नहीं है dance के सिवा. So we are also learning and trying to share the same. So I think more than my partner is more into it because she writes and she has her own page, Happy Go Lucky Mantra. She writes all the mantras.
right.
Okay, so the meditation has been done by both of us. Yeah, she's also there. So we feel really happy and thank you so much for giving us this experience. I hope everyone equally felt the same what we are feeling right now. Yes. Yeah. So Sheetal keeps doing so much of stuff. So, meditation. Of course, she has been doing it. So we'll share all the details in the group, guys. If anyone would like to go for the longer meditation, you must attend and take a feel of it. Yeah. She.
Yeah, there is something I'd like to share since we are all, we are with Sangvi Dance Center. So one of the reasons why I wanted to explain is, how does energy work in dance? Okay, since that's what we do here, right? So one of the beauties of exercise is that when there is negative energy that is stuck to us and we exercise, then the negative energy starts to get thrown out. Okay, you may have felt sometimes when you don't go for your dance class for like many days, you're like, "Ah, I'm missing out," right? Or you don't exercise for like, kabhi kabhi lagta out of laziness, okay, I don't want to do it today, I don't want to go. But then if you don't go and you don't go for too many days, then you're like, not feeling good. So why is that? So from an energy point of view, because I'm a healer and I'm a pranic healer, I just want to explain it to you that when you exercise vigorously, then you're basically expelling negative energy. Okay, so when you expel negative energy out of your body, obviously you'll feel better. Now, the point is that that's good you got it out. What is going to prevent it from coming back in? So that's when pranic healing comes into the picture. Regular meditation comes into the picture. When you do this kind of meditation very often, what it does, remember I told you that there's an energy body around us. So what happens is when we meditate regularly, with the correct techniques, of course, then what happens is we develop a little bubble around us. Okay, so we have this bubble around us. So this bubble actually, in some sense, it also protects us. So then even if we go into an environment that is not very positive, like a hospital, or any place that's not very clean energetically, then we don't feel as affected. Okay. And one more thing I'd like to share, if I have one more minute, is there is something called a salt bath. So I think I shared it with Sangeeta, but I'd like to share it directly with you all. So what happens is that, all this negative energy can be just removed by using what's called salt, normal salt, like kitchen salt that we use. So what you can do is, once you go back from your exercise class, I'm sure you take a shower. So what you can do is that after you take a shower, like, you've taken a bath, you've put soap, you wash the soap away, just take a handful of salt, like normal salt, normal kitchen salt, and just apply it everywhere on your body. Not on your hair, because they say ki baal mein lagane se, hair becomes white. So don't put it in your hair, but like, over here, throat, wherever it pains, just put like, salt, like I just kind of like dab it like this. You take dry salt and your body is wet, just put it all over your body, keep it for a few minutes, and then just wash it off with water. Okay, and that will help strengthen your aura. If you have any small aches and pains, it'll see. What happens is that, when there's a small ache, suppose I have a small ache in my arm, okay, and it's like a seed. Okay, this is also like a seed of dirty energy. And what happens is, if I let it sit there, then it grows there. And at some point it could become a big tree and then cause like a lot of pain to me. But if I continue doing the salt bath regularly, then I'm just washing away this seed. Okay, this little seed of negative energy, because right now it's very small. Like I just take it and I've washed it away by using the salt. So what will happen is, you will find that, small aches and pains, small headaches that you may be getting earlier, they just don't happen anymore, because you've washed away those little seeds that could have become pains. You've already washed them away. If you already have the pain, it'll take a little bit longer, but at least the new ones won't get a chance to, like, grow into trees. So I hope that makes sense, and that's all that I wanted to share.
It was so amazing, Sheetal. Yeah, I think it's very important, guys. So you can definitely learn and apply this. Try doing that. And Sheetal, if you can just talk about how dance can heal them, because meditation, of course, it's the healing, but how dance can heal them. Because now it's a pandemic situation. Everyone is getting to depression. ma'am kya kare, time nahi kat raha, kya kare. So how they can, come out of this situation, you can just give them some tips.
Okay, so you're already doing dance. I already got that part. So what can you do with your time? So, well, I conduct meditation at 4 o'clock every day, which, as long as it doesn't clash with your dance timing, you're welcome to come. If you leave Sangeeta's class and you come for mine, it will not be a happy situation. So don't do that. Um, and what can we do? Okay, so this technique that I taught you, tongue to palate, connect your tongue to the palate. So what you can do is, for some time in the day, you can just connect your tongue to palate and just think with your tongue connected to palate. So you'll be like, okay, so what is that going to do, right? So what that's going to do is this. You've seen a light switch. Okay, so suppose I turn the light off. Yeah, so there's darkness now. Now the stuff on my table is not as clear as it was when the light was on. Now if I switch on the light, obviously I can see more clearly, right? So the point is that if we look at our life and we're trying to go through our life with the lights off, the chances are we will bang into something, we will get hurt with something, something will fall, something will happen, right? Because we are walking in the dark. Similarly, instead of that, if you just put on the light in your life, then what will happen? It's still your life. Okay, it's everything that you had is still there, but you can see clearly. So you know how to avoid, the negativities. You know how to avoid the sharp edge of the table. You know that the bed is there, so you're not going to fall on it. You know there's water on the floor, you're not going to slip on it. Example. Okay, so what's there in your life is going to remain in your life. But how do you handle it? You handle it by turning on the light. How do you turn on the light? You connect your tongue, the tongue inside, to the palate, which is to the roof of the mouth. Okay, so do that often. That'll enable the energy in your body to flow. So the light is on and the energy is flowing in your body. So it'll help you to come up with new ideas on what to do. That is one, of course. And like I said, the meditation. So what I tell people is that, suppose there's something you want to do. Let's suppose I want to go. What do I want to do? Everest Base Camp. I want to do that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is when I'm doing the blessing, at that point, I'm going to bless everybody who's been to the Everest boot camp. Why? Because that's what I want. Right? So whatever you want, bless the people who have it. Okay. That's one of the techniques. And you can just sit there, just connect your tongue to the palate, visualize what you want and just bless all the people. Say, God, thank you for blessing all these people who have all this good stuff, people who've been to, Mount Everest Base Camp, they're fit, this, that, 10, whatever. Just bless them and bless them with your heart. Okay. Right now, I'm just like kind of, saying it, but you just have to like bless them with your heart. It's like, feel the joy. Like, okay, when I'm in Everest Base Camp, how am I going to feel? That feel the happiness and bless everyone who has it. So obviously I'm just using this as an example, but you can do it for anything else that you want. Like suppose you want to be free, you want to go out, you want to go for a drive, you want to go wherever. Just bless. So the idea is that blessing is a way of changing the energy. Otherwise, what do? What do we send? We keep sending thorns. Thorn. Irritated, angry. So what is going out? Thorn. What's going to come back? More thorns. So if you don't want the thorns, try and send out good stuff. How do we do that? It's like we decide what we think. Now, suppose I tell you right now, don't think of an apple. Don't think of an apple. Don't think of an apple. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? A big red apple. So the don't doesn't work. So just think of what you want rather than what you don't want. So if I don't want to be unhappy, that's not going to work. I want to be happy. That may work. Okay. So these are, of course, a few tips. I have a YouTube channel, actually, Sangeeta, that might work. I mean, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Sheetal Junjunwala. I mean, it doesn't get easier than that. I'll just type it down here. So you can just, that's my name. And I have a lot of YouTube videos. So if you want, you can just see them and see if any of them can be of any use to you. We have a couple of tips on, different things, we're spending so much time with family, and there is like, stuff happening. We're not used to spending so much time at home. Lots of things are happening, right? So that's okay. You just learn to deal with it. You'll come out stronger. When you have a hard dance class, when Sangeeta makes you dance really hard, how do you feel after it's over? When you're doing it, it's very hard. Once you're done, you feel like a rock star, no? That's how you'll feel when this is over. You'll feel like a rock star. It's like, okay, I survived COVID and I'm happy. And that's important. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Sheetal. And Vinny is saying you hi in the chat box. Okay. He's listening to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Alrighty. See you then.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheetal ma'am.
Bye.